Right, let's do this. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Red. The new season, the new Premier League season is almost on the way, and here we go. Some original content right here in this channel. Season predictions for this Premier League season. Let's do this. So I'm going to do the league position 1 to 20. I'll do probably the top scorer and probably the first manager to get sacked. Right, to finish dead last, 20th position, I'm going to go with Newcastle United. I think they're in a shit show. I'll be honest, their squad is not good enough. They haven't got a good enough manager, I'll be honest. And yes, they finished 12th last season, and Steve Bruce spent a bit of money, and they finished in Steve Bruce's words, he did almost better than Rafa Benitez winners at Newcastle. Absolute bollocks, by the way. I think they're going to finish dead last. They've had a horrible preseason. They haven't invested one. Even when other clubs, for example, Liverpool fans, not me, but social media, complain about transfer spending. We bought Konate. Newcastle spent fucking no money at all. Their squad is almost championship level, and it's really individual players. Saint Maximin, Miguel Almiron, Callum Wilson, just to produce something out of nothing to get themselves goals and the Lascelles and Dubravka need to make worldy saves, and Carl Dollar to make world. Carl Dollar is injured. They're going to start with Freddie Woodman. I'm spitting everywhere. That's how pissed off. Freddie Woodman is going to start the season for Newcastle United. Dollar is injured. Dubravka's injured. They're in a bit of a shit show. Woodman, youngster. He looks talented. Looks like it could be an English keeper, an England national keeper in the future. But he's what, 22 when he's old? He's that young. They lost Lejeune, right? I've made some notes here. So they're trying to sign Joe Willock. He was boss for them last season. He could score from 25 yards. Almost one of those players. With Steve Bruce in charge, you've got. I think he's one of the worst managers. One of the worst managers in Premier League. He's probably one of the worst managers in Premier League history. Let's be frank. Stevie, he's a nice boy. He's got a nice novel he made after his United career. It's a lovely novel, but I don't think it's good enough. Callum Wilson, Saint Maximin, they are electric players. And if Saint Maximin goes to a bigger club, a better run club than Newcastle United, for example, I want Liverpool to sign Saint Maximin. They're in a shit show, and Saint Maximin's injuries record is not great. Wilson is the same. Almiron hasn't been playing recently, and I don't know why. Their midfield, they're having problems with John Joe Shelby. They're in a bit of a struggle. I'm telling you, They're in strife, and I don't want them. I like Newcastle. I really like them. I love the Geordie fans. I love the working class mentality up there in Newcastle, especially with that Rafa Benitez and just something, a bit of edge to him. Mankey is not good enough to be a Premier League right back. We've seen that. So they need a right back. They probably need a midfielder. They've got the Longstaff brothers are probably still too young, probably to compete for 38 games. You've got Isaac Hayden, who tries his best, got a good pass at him, and then you've got John Jashavi, who's having a bit of problems with them. Not sure why. He's a talented player, but has he got the determination enough to be in a relegation fight? I don't know. If they don't buy anyone, I reckon they're going to finish dead last. 19th, we're going to go with Watford. They brought in a couple of players. Josh King, Danny Rose, loser. So Watford are an interesting build because they've got a new manager, haven't they? Chisco, who came in last year, who did well. He's a young Spanish manager. He did well. Watford have got the weird thing with the sacking of managers, right? So he came in and he was boss from the start. He won the championship manager of the month, and he got them promoted. I think you're right, So they've got a good young squad. They've got a good forward option. So they've got Assad, Dini, João Pedro, who's a youngster. Get him in your fantasy, by the way. So they've got goals. I don't think the defense is good enough, I'll be honest. So the new manager, he's Spanish. Is it going to be something like a Fulham season with Scott Parker? New manager, likes to play nice football. Watford aren't going to be they're not going to be patient with him. We've seen it with Watford. They're going to sack him. I don't know if Dini is still got it in him to lead the team. I'm not sure. They lost Craig Dawson, but losing in with Josh King, I don't know. I think they're going to get relegated. And 18th, Norwich City, Daniel Farker. Sorry if you can hear this. Fucking fidgeting. They brought in a couple of good players. Billy Gilmore and Ashika. I made some notes. Just notes. But they lost Buendia. I'm surprised they lost in Buendia, I'll be honest. If they didn't get promoted, I was like, okay, fair enough. Duh, obviously, he's a Premier League standard winger, talented player, right? I'm thinking, if they didn't get promoted, but they got promoted, I'm thinking, oh, okay, you left. Really interesting. But they brought in Billy Gilmore, who he's got a pass in him, but he's really he's a working class midfield, Scottish working class, hard working midfield. So they need that in there. So Daniel Farke, is he gonna play that same progressive football that they did 2 years ago when they got absolutely battered? But they did have some good results, and they did perform largely okay. It's just they didn't have a good defense. Their league goals, a bit similar to Bournemouth a few years back. But the pressure's on the forline to get goals because their defense is not great, is it? You got Tim Krul, you got other defenders, you got Grant Hanley, like really experienced championship level players. Cutwell might be out. Pookie is experienced, but the pressure's on Pookie, innit? And Ashika as well to step up big time. But I think they will play well. It'll be like the Huddersfield, it'll be like Bournemouth. They'll play nice football, but probably naive, and they probably will go down. So 18th Norwich, 19th Watford, and dead last Newcastle United. And maybe I might put a bet on Steve Bruce, the first manager to get sacked, or maybe Cheesecott because Watford's the club. We'll see. Okay, next 17th, 16th, and 15th position we'll do. 17th, I've got Crystal Palace. Patrick Vieira, new manager in. He came from Nice, I think it was, in France, who did okay. It wasn't great. He had a good squad of players actually there. I think he had maximum there and some other good attacking options. But he didn't do that great at Nice. He wants to play attacking football. I think one of his words were. So will he continue with the same formation as Roy Hodgson? But then again, they lost half the fucking team. They lost Townsend. I can name the whole Cahill, da-da-da. It's like a whole long list. Van Aanholt, yeah. They kept Zaha. They kept, Kiate. So they got, the spine is still there. So they brought in a couple defenders. So you've got Guehi and Anderson there. They lost half the team. I don't know. New manager, half the team. I don't know if they're going to be solid. Zaha, the pressure's on Zaha to continue. And Ayew to score goals, isn't it? They haven't got enough goal scorers. I think Benteke also left. So, Patrick Vieira, what formation? They played a pre-season game behind closed doors, I think. I try to do a bit of research. I do a bit of research. If you don't, yeah. I don't know what I'm trying to say. And it was behind closed doors, and I'm thinking, okay, that's interesting. Very interesting. 4-4-2. So I think they had Zaha and Ayew up top, and then Riedewald in the middle. He's a youngster, good defensive. And thinking, right, what are they trying to do? Because Vieira wants to play attacking football, but they need to be fucking solid. Anderson and Guehi, I think he's from Chelsea, two defenders. Are they going to both start? Probably Kiati's going to start, realistically, because he got a good keeper in Guate. So I don't know. I think they're going to have problems. I think I'm going in a circle with the way I'm talking. I think they're going to have problems, I'll be honest. I think they'll just stay up in 17th position, but fuck me, the pressure's on Zaha to deliver. And has he really delivered? Good player, but I think he's a bit... I don't know. I think it is a bit me stupid of saying he's overrated because he's playing in a Palace team with Hodgson, who plays solid, shite football, but stays up. They lost most of their players. That's the only issue. Are they going to purchase more? They've spent a bit of money, but Selhurst Park. The thing is, Selhurst Park. They've got the fans back. It's going to help them. Monday night, Selhurst Park. Fans are behind them. It's probably going to help them stow up. But Vieira, tell you what, he might be one of those managers that might get relegated. They might get sacked because they had Frank de Boer before Hodgson came in, who was before Allardyce. Anyway, they had Frank de Boer, who was talking marks expressive, but because Palace's history is so solid, direct, not long ball, but physical, get the job done type of team, when you try and change it with a manager who wants to play a bit more different, it might be it might be hard. But then again, half the team isn't there, so it might be easier to, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Transition that phase of playing good football. Yeah, I'm a smart guy. No, I'm not. Right, 17th Palace. 16th, I've got Brentford. Thomas Frank got them up from the playoffs. They bet Swansea in the playoff final. I like Brentford. I think they're gonna be the ones that's gonna stay up. They brought in a couple of kids, not kids, young players. Christopher Ayer from Celtic. Huge centre half. He's suited to the Premier League to a T. And Onyeka, a hard-working midfielder. So when you got Brentford is such a weird team because they work similar with Liverpool. Not with Liverpool. They work similar to Liverpool. Actually, maybe Liverpool works similar to Brentford. Brentford do really shrewd business. Excellent bit of business. They sell high, they buy low. That's their method. The reason I'm going to put them in, 16th? Ivan Toney. And the attacking players. So you got Ivan Toney who fucking smashed it. I'm surprised no other clubs have picked them up, such as, I don't know, Southampton. Southampton been looking at Toney. Is it Ivan Toney or is it Ivan Toney? Especially because Southampton lost Danny Ings. Shea Adams might not be good enough, might be good enough. Tell you what, if Brentford go down, Southampton stay up, they're going to go for Ivan Toney. So we got Thomas Frank as a manager. That's the reason why I'm going to... Because I like Thomas Frank. He's so... He looks mental. He looks like... You know, one of those people... It looks like... You know... Okay, we're going to go off topic here. What's his name? Oh my gosh. Elon Musk. I don't know why. I forgot. We're going to go off topic. You know how Elon Musk... looks a bit weird, but he's so intelligent. I get that with Thomas Frank, you know, with his chewing up. I feel like he's discovering something. I don't know if... Yeah, let's move on. Last year they played with a 3-5-2. Ivan Toney and Mboma, I think that's his brand. And they got Sergi Canos. People forget Sergi Canos used to play for Liverpool. I didn't think he played a league game, but it was the end of the Rodgers phase where he was one of those, ooh, he looks alright. It might be alright. But it didn't turn out great. But he's doing well in the championship. You know, Connor Cody, Canos, that area of players, right? Yeah. But Ivan Toney's going to stay at the moment. I think he's going to... He's going to be in their fantasy team, isn't he? I think he's going to stay up for... He's going to keep them up. And 15th, I've got Burnley. Next. I wanted to go down. I want them to fuck off. Great. I like football, but not Burnley. Burnley can fuck off. So they brought in a centre-back. They got rid of a centre-back. Nathan Collins from the Championship, from Stoke. Good young centre-half. Burnley might spend more this summer. Sean Dyche has said that he doesn't like the way they operate. But tell you what, solid as fuck. They've got a good spine. That's the thing. Nick Pope and God helps them a lot. Nick Pope, one of the better keepers in the league. Then you got a spine of Tarkovsky and Mia. Then you got Collins, who they brought in. Then you got a midfield of like a hard-working midfield. Right? And then you got fucking Barnes and Wood up front, who just scored 10 goals a season. And then you got McNeil, who can provide a bit of width as well. And Brown, he might get better in midfield, but that's the thing. They're going to stay up, Burnley. I hate them. I fucking hate them, but they are going to stay up. Next. So next in 14th position, we have Southampton. Arsenal is in a bit of pressure, isn't he? They lost Danny Ings. They lost a couple of experienced players. They got lost to Ryan Bertrand to less, didn't he? I like Hasenhüttl. I like him, but he's under pressure, isn't he? You got what? Bounced 9-0 twice. Pressure's on Shea Adams, and we don't know if Ward Prowse might leave as well. So a couple of their better players. Danny Ings is one of the better Premier League strikers. Yeah, you're losing 15 to 20 goals. That's huge. That is huge. And they didn't finish high up in the league table last year, did they, Southampton? So the pressure's on them. Pressure's on Shea Adams, and you got a couple of quality players like Jennifer and Redmond. But tell you what. because I lost Højbjerg the other season. Danny Ings, what price might go? They've got a good defence. They've got a young defence in Benedek and Vestergaard, who's a bit more experienced. But the pressure's on Hasenhüttl, and he might not get sacked, but he might not get offered a new contract. But I think Hasenhüttl is better than that. I don't know if the squad is good enough. But there you go. 13th, they've got Wolves. New manager. Nuno Espirito Santo has left for Tottenham Hotspur. So they brought in Bruno Lage from Benfica, and he might be good. I've got no idea. I don't know any of these managers. But it might be good. Let's just put it might be good. But they lost Rui Patricio, so they brought in a new keeper. They're losing a bit of experience, but their forline is fucking brilliant. Jimenez will be back from injury. I love him. I would love Jimenez at Liverpool. He's one of those players like, Jimenez. You know when you talk about Mbappe, Haaland, yeah. Jimenez. He might be. The thing is, he's in the same age bracket as Roberto Firmino and Mohamed Salah and Mane, so we probably won't go for him. But I really rate Jimenez. So he's the one who can get them 15 to 20 goals. And then you got supporting actors like Neto, Podence, and fucking Adama Traore. You're quality. You can play 3 and consistent rotate, and you can get like the same quality. And you can put Neto up top, put Dance to go more counter-attack if Jimenez is not fit at the season. So they got quality. You got Fabio Silva, who is a young kid. He was under pressure last season. I'll tell you what, expect promising things from Wolves. What else have we got on Wolves? So Espirito Santo, they play a bit more. What do you say? Shit football. I don't know if Bruno Lage will play the same, but I'll put them in 13th position. A okay season, not great. Some promising. They might start playing Keanu Hoover, the youngest centre halves maybe. We don't know. They brought in a left back, didn't they? I think Wolves. I think. Ainuri. I don't know, but he brought in a left back. 12th, we got Leeds United. Second season syndrome. I've got question mark second season syndrome for Leeds. No. You know why? Because Bielsa is fucking boss. And I like the way they play. They fucking gruff, don't they, Leeds? I love the way they play. They brought in a left back, Firpo. Now, I don't know how they play. They play so fluidly. And I don't know what the fuck they play. Like a 4. It's like a 3. They play like a diamond sometimes as well with Hernandez last season, but he left. So a couple of players, Alioski left, I think, and Hernandez left. And then you got Bamford up top, and then they brought in Firpo. It's so fluid. I love the way they play. Calvin Phillips is going to get better as well, so expect good things of him. Like I said, Alioski and Hernandez left. So much quality up top with Rafinha. I would love Rafinha at Liverpool, by the way. So you got Rafinha, Bamford as well. Quality, and obviously Jackie Harris up top as well. Quality. I'm just expecting a good season. They're gonna rock some of the top teams. Maybe consistency won't be there, but you never know. They might do okay. This is like Bielsa hasn't stayed with the team for this long, has he? So it'll be interesting with them. But I think they're gonna shock a few teams, just exactly like last season. They're gonna be exciting to watch, but they won't be good enough to be in the top 10. That's mine. Okay, in 11th position, I've got Brighton. Brighton are a good team to watch, aren't they? Apart from Liverpool, because my team. I love watching Brighton play. I love the way I love his methodology of playing and style, and the way he coaches and the way he analyzes the game. He's a student of the game. I love that. I love when coaches and managers go a bit extra and go further into their knowledge and learning. So they brought in. They lost Ben White, and I don't know if that'll be a massive interest. They've still got Donk and what's the other one called? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But obviously, Brighton are a team. Brighton last season were the best team at creating chances. They were the best team last year. They had the highest XG and so on. Those fantastic stats. Yeah. They had the highest chances created in the league. If they get a striker, they're going to be in the top 10. And I've got them in 11th position. They're looking at Darwin Núñez from the Portuguese league. I don't know if they should be looking at higher. And I don't know if probably Danny Ings didn't want to go there, but someone like Ivan Toney to go to Brighton maybe next year or this year with, January transfer window and Ivan Toney wants to leave. Keep an eye on that. But that's the thing, because Maupay and Connolly, championship level, they give it their best. They're shithouses. They give it their best, but they aren't really good enough. They don't really need a striker. Everything else in the team is fucking boss, by the way. Basuma, Gross in the midfield. They brought in a new midfield, Mwepu from Salzburg or Leipzig. One of those two teams. Very hardworking. He's very, very intelligent footballer. Very intelligent. I did a bit of research. Such an intelligent footballer. And the way they defend well, they can pass the ball out of defense. The keeper's now settled with Sanchez. The wing with Solly March and Pascal Gross creating chances. They're one of those teams that think, fucking hell, if you had a good, decent striker, you would be in the top 10 easily. So I'm going to get them in 11th. They're just a fun team to watch. And maybe after this, Graham Potter, if a manager gets sacked in the top 4, they'll look at Graham Potter because, yes, he might have some negatives, but fucking the way they play, it's brilliant to watch. In 10th position, I've got West Ham. They had a good season last year with David Moyes. Good manager. Football fans are fickle, and I'm a fickle twat. I didn't think he was good enough, and now I'm saying he's a good enough manager. They brought Areola as a keeper. Interesting. Fabianski is an outstanding keeper, and Areola, he might be better than him, might be a backup. You never know. Competition might make Fabianski better, but we've seen it with other top clubs that two good keepers doesn't always mean a good sign, does it? Pardon me. I think they'll do well. I think they'll be well. I think they overplayed last year, but they'll do well. Declan Rice will still boss the midfield. They've still got good attacking options. Expect big things from Said Benrahma. I am expecting big things from him this season. Obviously from Brentford a couple of years back. I'm expecting him to actually rock. So they've got a good forward, Antonio, and they've got a good solid defense as well with a solid keeper. I'm expecting them to do well in that 10th position. And in 9th position, I have got Arsenal. Is this Arteta's last season? I can't see it happening. Him lasting unless the board and they say blood youngsters, because they've got a good crop of youngsters. They brought in Ben White obviously from Brighton. 50 million is a fucking hell. When you see Aki going for 40 million and Ben White going for 50 million, like, they're good centre halves, but fuck me. And then you see Konate for 40 million, like, mwah, fucking brilliant. They overpaid for him, but he's English. What are you going to do about it? Arsenal season, it's all about bloody youngsters. You've got obviously Aubameyang up top with Lacazette, and you got Pepe, and the names are fucking brilliant. But the actual playing, so Lacazette has underperformed. Pepe, I think, will be better this season. He did okay last season. I'm expecting actually bigger things from Pepe this season. I think he'll improve massively. I think I'll Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, and obviously Emil Smith-Rowe, who's got a new number 10. So they're expecting big things. And you got Kidentini, who'll get better as well. The defense, when you've got, Gabriel and Ben White a season, they're just blooding the youngsters. And Ben Leno, I mean, they wanted to sign Ramsdale. How fucking stupid are they? But the midfield is the issue. The midfield is an issue. When you got Partey and Torreira's back from Atletico Madrid, might do better for them. It'll be interesting, but I think they'll do okay. It's all about youngsters. I think some matches will be exciting, some matches will be inconsistent, and I think Arteta will keep his job, but they'll finish around the bottom of the top 10 position. And we'll go with 8th, Aston Villa. Looking good, aren't they? Looking good. They obviously lost Jackie Grealish to Man City for 100 million. But they have they brought in Danny Ings, they brought in Mbia Ponte and Leon Bailey as well. So their front three is fucking sorted. And they still got Ollie Watkins there. So they are looking mint. And the midfield as well with John McGinn and Marvelous Nakamba. They're looking decent. They are looking decent. The only issue is not that Mings and Konza, they've got a mistake in them. Konza, I think Mings have got a mistake in them. The midfield, maybe, they've just got a solid... The keeper's fucking brilliant as well, by the way. They've just got a solid team. The fullbacks might have an issue with them, with Matty Cash and so on. And I think who's the left back? It's Taylor. I forgot the left back. But they might have a bit of issues. The defense, Midfield is not an issue. John McGinn might leave the summer to Liverpool. I would love John McGinn, by the way. At Liverpool, I would fucking love him. But I expect Liverpool to do well, and they might just miss out. You know, the Europa Conference is 7th position in it, so they might just nick that. But I got them at 8th position. Okay, now going into the Europa League conference stages. So 7th position, I've got Tottenham Hotspur, and I've got them that high because Harry Kane is looking. It's all about Kane. I've got Kane here in fucking red. Circle red. It's all about him staying. If he goes, I don't think he'll go. Probably below Villa and Arsenal. Probably 9th, probably 8th or 9th position, but 7th position. And you're thinking, which club's in 8th? You'll see why. They lost a bit of experience in the team. They lost Alvaro and Lamela, who are just good players. Kane is an issue. Son signed a new contract. Brian Gill. So they've got a good bit of youngsters. You've got Bergwijn, Son, and obviously Gil. They saw Romero on a loan from Atalanta. He's actually looking very promising. Young centre half. Him and Davinson Sanchez or him and Dyer and so on. It might be looking, and there's son Golini as well. So might be better than Lloris, but Lloris is a good keeper. Obviously he's Capitano. Kane's not captain. Lloris is the captain of that team. So I think he just got too many problems in that team, I'll be honest. The midfield is excellent, by the way. And Ndombele, Højbjerg, Lo Celso, excellent. And I've got Mr. Sissoko and Harry Winks with. I think it's a very good midfield, solid, hard-working midfield. Defense is an issue, and maybe goals is an issue if Harry Kane doesn't step up or gets an injury, or I don't think he's he's a professional footballer. He missed 2 days of training. Yeah, bollocks. The media fucking love him. I think he's got too many issues, and obviously Nuno Espirito Santo's first year at Tottenham. I think they'll be okay. They've got the Europa Conference, which might handicap them in the league. Are they going to play Thursday nights? When's the conference? Is it Friday nights? When is the conference being played? But I think they'll finish 7th. In 6th, we've got Everton. They didn't do well the other day against yesterday against Man United. They got battered by Man United 4-0 at Old Trafford. The reason I got them that high is because Rafa Benitez. Mainly Rafa Benitez. So they signed a couple of experienced players, Townsend and Begovic. Begovic will probably be a backup to Pickford, maybe Olsen. And Demarai Gray as well. And I'm thinking, I rate Rafa so highly. He got that Championship Newcastle team to 10th position. Like, just have a think about it. Yes, they had Rondon and Perez and so on, but you still had to, I rate him, and he didn't spend in Newcastle at all. Steve Bruce spent so much, 100 million. Rafa spent 10 million. So I don't expect Rafa to do well, but I'm just predicting Rafa to do well. It's a formula. Richarlison's going to stay. Calvert-Lewin's going to stay. They need a right winger. So they signed Townsend. Moise Keane's going to go, so they probably need a backup striker to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I don't know if the academy players they haven't got anyone really up top of that. So Keane's going to leave for sure. They need a right winger and they need a right back desperately. Seamus Coleman is not good enough to start in a Premier League team. He's a good enough backer and he'll play the League Cup games. There's good. You need him. You need those players. You need players like that in the squad. Leaders, keep the squad solid together. Then they're looking at Dumfries. Max Aarons are maybe looking at as well. Right winger. They need a right winger. Townsend and probably need another one. So the issue is the right wing, because the left wing is fucking boss with Deeney and Richarlison, and the midfield is solid with Alan. James Rodriguez might go. Tom Davies stepped up last season. Defense, Pickford is getting better. I still a little bit don't rate Pickford, but he's getting better. He had the psychologist last season, and he's looking like he's improving. T-Rex arms. And so on, but it's just, I think they're going to have a good season. They're just going to keep clean sheets. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is going to score 20 goals, with Richarlison 15 goals, and that's going to get them in the Europa League. I really do think that. And there we go, in 5th position, I think this is the obvious 5th position ever. We've got Leicester City. They're looking good. They bet Man City last night in the Community Shield. They're looking good. They brought in Daka, who's fucking rapid, by the way, and it'll be interesting what formation they play with Rodgers, because it looks like a 3-5-2, and if they've got 2 strikers with Vardy and Daka and Nacho, Vardy, the super sub. They got Daka, the super. You can keep rotating. Same with what team? What team did I say with the rotation? What team? I've got to look at this. Which team did I say rotation? Hang on, give me a second. What team did I say rotation? Wolves, that's right. I rate Rodgers highly, just as much as Rafa Benitez. Also, I'll put them that high. Ricardo Pereira is back. I think he is as good as Trent Alexander-Arnold. Right back. Fucking class defensively. Goes forward. Can whip that ball in. And when you got deadly strikers, Iheanacho, Vardy and Daka. And then you got fucking like Madison going into the box as well. Tell you what, Pereira. And you got Madison, Tielemans, Ndidi and Dennis Pratt. Tell you what, they're going to be a good team to watch. And fucking good defense. What's gotting for them is Wesley Fofana broke his leg the other week from a fucking horrendous tackle in preseason. Fucking stupid. You just feel so sorry for the kid because it's just stalled his development for a season as well. Shame on that guy who fucking tackled him. But I'm going for Leicester at 5th position. Right, here we go. Top 4. I am going to go in 4th position. I'm going to go with Man United. People are talking about Man United so much, and they have got a better squad. I still think the midfield is lacking quality. I think people are forgetting the issues with the keeper as well. And not that I don't rate Henderson and De Gea. I mean, Henderson doesn't know how to stand with Salah going on goal. But let's put it. I just think with them two, they're gonna have the fucking same issues with the conversation. Pardon me, the conversation the whole year of thinking, oh, he's English, he should play. Oh, David De Gea, he was player of the year, he should play. Think about the future, think about the now. It's just bollocks that you do not need. They're just unnecessary to have. The reason I've got them in 4th, not the squad is getting better. It's all about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'll be honest. I don't rate him. Now, let's put it this way. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is improving as a manager. He is. But when you add a team at Man United, he's one of those managers that... He's one of those managers I think won't be the manager of the club the season after. He's a nice fella. I think his training is... Look, I mean, what am I talking about? I don't think the training they've got with Carrick and so on, I don't think it's up to standard. The squad is better. Fernandes, Pogba might leave to Liverpool, yeah. But the defense is shorter. With the goalkeeper, not issues with goalkeeper, not because of quality, but like I said, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, and Varane and Shaw, very solid defense. The defensive midfield is the issue with McTominay and Fred. I don't think they're good enough. They're mid-table, in my opinion. Then you have Fernandes, who doesn't like the defense, so he needs to play to working-class midfielders. Hard-working midfielders. The front three is fine. When you got Rashford, Cavani, Jadon Sancho, I think he'll have a hard season, Jadon Sancho, but I still think he'll perform. But I don't think he'll be better the season after, if that makes sense. I think teams are going to be eyeing on him. So I think Rashford is going to have a better season. Cavani is going to have a better... Green will have a good season. But I think Sancho will have a tough start to the season just because of the big money move. I think Solskjaer's going to cost him. I'll be honest. And it's my opinion, but we saw it very well. I think crucial matches, I think it's going to cost them. I think they'll do well. Like, the quality in the team will get into 4th position. I think Leicester might get 4th, and I think 4th and 5th will be close. In 3rd position, I've got Chelsea. The boy Romelu Lukaku, which is fucking annoying. Fucking hell. Check out my video if you haven't done already. They lost Tomori, which I thought, why didn't they do more to keep him? But maybe Tuchel doesn't rate him. Thomas Tuchel came in last season and he won the Champions League. Does that mean he's going to get sacked this season? We don't know. But the quality in their team is fucking annoying. It is a joke. It's with City. It's just fucking mental. I'm going to put them below Liverpool and City. Only because I don't know if their defense is good enough. I think Liverpool and City have got a better first team than Chelsea, I'll be honest. Chelsea's got fucking amazing squad. Amazing. Kante as well can win matches on his own. And they got Lukaku who just give him the fucking ball in the box. Even just stick in the back of the net. Play on the last shoulder. The acceleration he's got with 5 meters can beat any defender. And he's got that quick strike instinct. Cross, in, bang, goal. He's got one of those instincts. And he's one of the best strikers in the world. 115 million. It's so annoying. And they got Werner on the bench. You still got Tammy Abraham. They got Pulisic, Ziyech. And they got Havertz supporting him. And then you got fucking Mason Mount, who's fucking boss. And you got Kante. And they got Jorginho, who did well in the Euros. Fuck off. I think the defense is going to be an issue. I don't know if they're going to play a back three. I don't know if they're going to sign anyone else. Probably not, because they spent fucking huge last summer. And they spent big on Lukaku this season. Rich James and Chilwell had boss season, boss Euros. Not Chilwell, but you get what I was going to say. I think the defense is going to issue. And I don't know if Mendy is also... I think Mendy's got a mistake in him as well. So that's the only reason I've got him in third. Let's go to second and first. I'm going to put my bollocks on the line. And I'm going to say... In second position, I'm going to put Man City. And I'm going to go for it. Liverpool in first. Why not? Why not? You might say I'm a dreamer. But I'm not the only one. It's one of those... People are sleeping on Liverpool, and it is so fucking funny. We're gonna have a title race. I think. This is my predictions. I think Liverpool and City are gonna get to 95 points, 95 to 100 points. I think it's gonna be that fucking quality this season, like a couple of years ago. I think Chelsea will finish on 85 to 90 points, and I think Liverpool will finish 95 to 100 with City. I think it's gonna be fucking immense. The quality of the two teams is gonna be huge. Squad depth, City have got fucking massive. Liverpool are going to sign more players. Fully expect it. Liverpool do not give anything away to the journalists. That's why people are saying, oh, no, Liverpool's signing no one because the journalists don't know. Liverpool don't tell any journalists anything. They don't know even Paul Joyce, not even James Pearce, not even Mal Reddy. They don't know even Fabrizio Romano. They don't know nothing. Liverpool don't give any transfer business out. City have done their transfer business. Liverpool are going to get better. We've signed Ibrahim Konate. He's one of the best centre-halves in the world. I still think our first 11 is the best in the world. I still think. Thiago is now integrated in the squad. Fabinho in the midfield. Curtis Jones is going to get better. Jota's going to get better. Gomez and Matip, Van Dijk, Konate. Alisson is like the quality in our team. I'm not expecting us to win. I'm just predicting us because I am a dickhead. Why not? I might put a bet on as well. Why not? Why not? If Jurgen Klopp wins the league this season with City and Pep Guardiola spending the oil money and Chelsea spending the Russian oil money as well, the gas, whatever that is, Jurgen Klopp is one of the best managers in history if we win the league this season. I think we'll win a couple of trophies this season. Even City will win a couple of trophies. City will be going for the Champions League more than the Premier League. Do you think? You reckon? So Liverpool will going more on the Premier League than the Champions League. I'm expecting big things from both of these teams. I think we get 95 to 100. I think the standards of both teams, the coaching, the tactical nous of both teams, and the staff, and Grealish, and I think we'll sign another boss player. I think we'll sign a couple more good players. We're expecting good things. So Liverpool first and City second, and you know what? People are going to say City first. Sure, why not? But this is my prediction. I don't give a shit. My prediction, shoot you shoot. But I think Chelsea are going to get to about 85 to 90 points. I think Man United will get to 80 points, 75 points. The standard of the two teams I think the two teams are one of the best ever in history. I'll be honest. But you never know. City and PSG. My Champions League predictions. You never know. Messi to Paris Saint-Germain when they got signed Donnarumma, Wijnaldum and so on. I mean, City or PSG, Liverpool for the Champions League, same as Chelsea. You never know. Man United on the counter-attack. You never know. Barcelona and Real Madrid are fucking nowhere near it. That's how good it is, isn't it? It's a good sign. Top goal scorer. Mohamed Salah. Why not? Mohamed Salah. Because he's one of the best players in history. That's why. Any more predictions? No, that's it. If you have enjoyed, let's move over to this one. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, follow us on social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram. It's a bit of a long video. Subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'm excited for this season. You are as well. And we'll see you guys later.